So today, I just woke up, but I made this. I skimmed this part. I clearanced that because there's a weld right here. Whoa, that was close. I tripped. I cleared that so that could miss the weld when you put it on. I got my clearance hole. I got my little counter bore for this. And let me think. Man, it goes in there and does not move whatsoever. So yeah, there's no movement. This is a little bit looser than the other one. That's fine. So this can now be opposite and hang down. I did skim this one too, just so it's flat. And I need to cut them off because this needs to be opposite, obviously. So I need to cut that off and get this thing all like leveled up and get it on there. So I guess I'm gonna start doing stuff since I like sleeping all evening away and not doing anything productive. Alright, so I cut that thing off and now I need to mount up. These things suck. Now I need to mount up this little guy, and I meant to bring this home. This is threaded for a 10mm hole, and I think I'm gonna just open this up for a clearance hole, so then when this is on here, just the bolt will sandwich the bottom. It'll sandwich all of this together because that's threaded, and I ordered up some bolts that weren't fully threaded. They were just partially threaded because it had to be like 50 long. So I just need to make that a clearance hole and just run a nut on the other side of it to hold it together. Actually, this side, now that I just thought of it, doesn't have holes in the for them two. So I'm just gonna have to kind of clamp it there like temporarily, and I guess get a jack under this and try to get this lined up. So I got this all jacked up. I got a shim over here and shim right here. That's good. I think, hold on. I think that's all good. And I'm ready to tack it. I measured from this little body line in the bumper to the peak of this radius on that piece of steel, and the same with that side, that body line to the peak of that radius, and I'm getting the same measurements. My bumper's as far as I know, my bumper's straight, so I'm gonna just tack it on, and I'll probably rock it for like the weekend, look at it from like far back and make sure it's straight, try to get on some level ground and measure from the ground to the bumper and see if we're looking all right, because this ground is this blacktop is not. No. So I'm gonna tack this into place. Oh yeah, I also have to drill these holes for these two bolts for that side to bolt down. So I'll do that after I tack it. So fast forward a couple hours, full of me slacking off, and I tacked these. Everything's all located, and that, and I got these spotted. I transfer punched them through the bottom, through the threaded holes, through these. I just came up through the bottom and hit it so everything lines up. And now I need to drill these. I'll probably just drill them. I don't know, I got a little drill press. And I don't know if I'm gonna try to use that or just knock these out by hand, because it just has to be a clearance hole. So it's, I don't know, it doesn't really matter if they're like a little bit big. So probably just drill it like 10.5 mil. So I'll probably just do it by hand. So this is my setup. I got a jack with this end supported. This end is on the drill press, and I got that there so I can vary the height to match this and that, and I'm gonna drill and it's all gonna be good. I don't have a hand drill, so I gotta use this drill press, which I gotta fix this eventually. So that's what I got. All right, so I think this is good. Got them holes. They should line up with this thing. So I'm gonna see what this is looking like. Them bolts fit great. They fit super good. I was just sitting here looking at it, and I think it's gonna be good. The only thing, and my dad's kind of questioning the strength of these bolts, the only thing that's keeping me confident, well, I got two M10s that are 12.9s, and the other side has a 10 mil 12.9 grade, and it has a 23 millimeter piece of steel that it's gonna have to shear through to break off. But the only thing that's keeping me confident with this thing actually holding together is before I made all that, before I made all that stuff, before I made all that stuff on the hitch I have now, there was two 1/2 inch, which is 12.7, I'm just gonna say 13 mil. I had two 13 mil bolts on each side. There was, you know, one there and one there, and they were stainless steel. This guy was stainless steel, and it held up just fine. I mean, there's no shear marks, there's no marks where it looks like it kind of mushed through. So one 12.9 grade 10 millimeter bolt, this is a 13, is stronger than this. And I have two on this side, two on the left side, and I have one on the right, and also a 23 millimeter piece of steel that has to shear through. This was 13, so that's 10 millimeters bigger. I don't think I'm gonna have any kind of problem with this hitch, with the weight I'm carrying. So I think the trailer weighs 400 or 600, and the bikes are like 200 each. So maybe 1,000 pounds, and then bolts can hold way more than 1,000 pounds. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'll think about it. And Thursday we're leaving for Mid-Ohio. So I got a couple more days. It's Friday. Got a couple more days to kind of look at this, think about it, and make sure it's doing good. I think it'll hold up. And I just got insurance on this beast today. Haven't driven it on the road probably 6 or 8 months, and I'm looking forward to it. Every once in a while I'll take it around the block in the neighborhood, just because it's like a dead end neighborhood that doesn't really matter. Nobody really comes back. So I'm looking forward to driving it this weekend and seeing if this hitch holds up. I need to get the trailer on this hitch and see what the level looks like, compared to like where I got the hitch on this. It ended up coming out at 44 centimeters from the ground, which is exactly where my dad's is. The trailer was 42, so it's 2 centimeters taller. Right now, with nothing in the back, nothing loaded down. So honestly, with the weight of the tongue and the weight of the crap I'm gonna have in my van, it'll probably drop it down 2 centimeters and make it like perfectly level. So, and I figured my dad's truck pulled it just fine without it getting all crazy, and so this should do fine as well. I need to do a couple things tomorrow. I need to wake up early and freaking hop to it. So I think this is it. Tomorrow morning, it's going down. All right. Something freaking ate my stuff. Like bad. Oh man, I don't know who got hungry, but so I gotta take this off, and I gotta fix this real quick.